Hey guys, I just dragged home my latest find. Now this may look like a Tombstone radio from the 30s. In fact, that's what I thought it was when I started listing it on Craigslist. The seller had actually listed it as a radio 26, which is a small, portable, very early radio, very distinctive looking. So I knew it wasn't that, but I didn't know what it was because I'd never seen anything quite like it before. Well, it was only a few miles away. He wasn't asking for much money, so I went out and took a look. And when I saw it in person, I was quite surprised at the actual scale of this item. To give you some idea, here's a Philco Hippo cabinet on top of it, and there's a Philco 70 console behind it. So this is actually a rather large console radio, but it has no legs. I don't know a whole lot about the RCA 222 yet. I googled it online, I found a schematic, wiring diagram, and so on. But I was only able to find one photo, and on that photo, it did have short legs like this guy, but it seemed to be sitting on top of them. The legs seemed to almost be like a small coffee table at a lower shelf, and it looked like there was a clear separation between the bottom of this and the top of the stand, so maybe it was optional. When I looked underneath this, it was kind of vague. I didn't see any clear saw hack marks, like legs had been cut off, but there weren't any pads or any kind of stand underneath it either, so I really don't know yet. And at any rate, I didn't pay a whole lot for it, so no big deal. The only other problem with this radio aside from the legs is the speaker's missing. Other than that, though, it is amazingly intact. Got all the four original wooden knobs, which is nice, dials there. The controls all seem to respond. Better yet, all of the tubes were present, and they're all the original RCA/Cunningham Radiotron tubes. I've already taken them out for safekeeping. But here's a look at the back of here's a look at the chassis rather. Judging by the tubes, it had a Type 80 rectifier and a 2A5 audio output tube. The tubes I wasn't too familiar with, but they're definitely the old socket style, so it's pre-octal. And but it's post globe tube, so I'm guessing somewhere like 33 to 36. I couldn't find a date on this anywhere. Well, it does have the original label. Model 222, RCA Victor Company Incorporated, and so on and so forth. This is a two-band radio. It does both the AM band and I think the long wave band, like around 2 megahertz to 3.5 or thereabouts, which I think is long wave. I haven't pulled the chassis out yet, but like I said, all the tubes were here, all in good shape. All the tube shields were present. Nice cadmium plated within it's all turned green, which is delightful and nice and toxic. Oh, it also has this ridiculously long power cord. I think somebody spliced 3 or 4 power cords together. So not only is this brittle, ancient cloth-covered wiring, but it's also about 20 feet long. So, of course, I wouldn't dare plug it in. And it's all mangled, and of course the speaker's missing. And this was a field coil speaker, and the field coil itself did form part of the power supply. So I can't, even if I found a permanent magnet speaker, I have to do something to put in place of that field coil, either a new speaker with a field coil, or a resistor, or some type of filter choke. At any rate, the reason I really went out, other than just curiosity, is I think the design is fantastic. I love Art Deco stuff, and this is just ridiculously Art Deco with the curves in here and the speaker grill and so on. So yeah, I'm really happy with this regardless. I have no idea where I'm going to put it. It's bigger than I was expecting. I think the only thing I can put it on top of is the Spartan Equisone. I'm about 31 or so off to lose the Motorola TV, but I think it's just wide enough. Otherwise, I'm going to have to find myself a small table, or build myself a small table, and put it somewhere. Let's see, one last thing, I'll show you the tubes that came with this. So, here's all the tubes that it came with. Nice early RCA Cunningham Radiotron tubes. Match set, they all test like brand new. So I imagine this radio didn't see a whole lot of use. Only one other time have I ever found a radio with all its original tubes, and that was that Philco Hippo case that I just showed you, which had the big crack in it. And I assume that that radio had all its original tubes, probably because the case was damaged early on and the owner stopped using it, but hung on to the tubes for whatever reason, or hung on to the whole set actually. So I'll be on the hunt for a speaker. I posted some stuff online to ask for, does anybody know anything about this radio? And I'll let you know what I find out.